Zorg, Part 2. Zorg woke up, his heart racing. He was on the wing ship 5000. The date was wrong. Damn it, if only he could remember how he got to this point. All of a sudden, Zapparelli walked in. "What the hell are you doing in my ship?" said Zorg. "I'm here because you got knocked out after trying to get your 15 million bricks back," said Zapparelli. "Damn, it's high time we deal with that asshole that stole my bricks," said Zorg. After thinking for a few seconds, Zorg said, "Boy, fire up the wing ship 5000's engines. I'm getting my bricks back. But first, let's stop at Space Ards and get a pressure washer to clean the pee off of Jimmy." After sparking, Zorg walked into Space Ards and went to the pressure washer section. One said, "Kill all asshole neighboring bacteria on site." Another said, 10,000 kilometer range. Zorg quickly got pissed off at the fact there were so many options for a pressure washer. So, he ran over to the general manager, who looked too happy. Zorg knew she looked too happy to be true. After all, who's happy to sell you shit stain remover other than that bitch that cut Zorg off that one time? No, thought Zorg. The real thing that matters right now is why the hell the general manager was made out of cardboard. In fact, why all the employees were also made out of cardboard. Zorg sensed himself getting mad, so he went back to looking for a pressure washer. He once again got pissed off, so this time he pulled out his iPad mini and opened up YouTube, looking around to make sure that nobody saw the mighty Zorg looking up a YouTube video on YouTube for which pressure washer to buy. He then realized that he needed something that could clean the wing ship 5000 because it was getting dirty. Everybody knows that a clean wing ship 5000 is a happy wing ship 5000. He then saw a pressure washer with 120,000 PSI. He knew that was the one he needed. When he went to grab it, to bring it to the checkout, he found out that the pressure washer was also made of cardboard. Luckily, there was another behind it. When he tried to grab it, the pressure washer wall fell. The next thing he saw was the brightness of a white light and a man in a mask saying, Wow, you've been out for a long time." Zorg immediately reached for his gun, or anything for that matter, but he couldn't find anything on his belt. Zorg then sat up. What the hairy chicken balls plopping menacingly on a table am I doing here? "We found you shooting up a cardboard mile of space ice. Brought you here after the only real pressure washer in the store fell on your head," said the man in the mask. Zorg was wishing to be dead more and more each second. "So, are you going to give me directions to Space Arts?" said Zorg. "No, you just got knocked out from going to a..." Before the man could finish his sentence, Zorg leapt up, wrapping his arms around the man's neck. "Do you know who I am?" said Zorg. Before the man could answer, Zorg got tired of waiting for an answer, so he killed the man. Zorg then grabbed his key card for the wing ship 5000, as well as his pistol, and went on to find Space Ards by himself. When he got to it, he found out that this was also a cardboard model of Space Ards. He then proceeded to destroy the planet he was on by setting his pistol to evaporate planet mode. All of a sudden, he woke up in bed. "How did I wake up again?" Zorg thought to himself. He then walked out of his office and saw that everyone was gone, and some bullshit note said, "If you want your crew back, you're going to give me 15 million bricks, or I will take your 15 million bricks." Zorg then thought for a second, and after deciding he needed his crew, he thought he would just try to take them back but bring the money, just in case he needed it. He then grabbed his keys and ran to the cockpit, racing to turn on the wing ship 5000. After it turned on, he left the sparking lot. Zorg then turned the throttle to full speed and enabled autopilot. When he arrived, he quickly devised a plan to break in. First, he was going to use a laser cutter to cut down the wall of the prison. After that, he would find his crew and quickly get them back to the ship where they would stay. Zorg would then return to the ship with his crew. Zorg then left the ship with his trusty pistol and laser cutter. Then he cut down the wall, and then noticed he was already in the prison. He then handed the oxygen masks to his crew and left, but while he was on his way back, he noticed that the person who kidnapped his crew in the first place was leaving his ship with his money. He then leapt off the ship he was on towards this man. In the blink of an eye, the man shot Zorg's space helmet. And before Zorg could react, he was without air, fearing for the worst. Zorg hopped onto a passing asteroid and leapt towards his ship. Zorg knew by this time he only had about 12 seconds of consciousness left. It would take about 10 seconds to get to the Wang ship 5000. Zorg immediately realized that he was going to uncontrollably pass out. He then started firing in front of the ship so that they would see where he was. They then, after noticing, saw Zorg and opened up the door. Zorg's soon-to-be unconscious body was heading towards. He knew that he wouldn't make it to his ship in time, but it was okay, because he does this like once a week, so it was fine. He then passed out. That was the last thing he remembered. All of a sudden, Zorg woke up, his heart racing. He was on the Wang ship 5000. The date was wrong. Damn, if only he could remember how he got to this point. All of a sudden, Zapparelli walked in. "What the hell are you doing on my ship?" said Zorg. "I'm here because you got knocked out after trying to get your 15 million bricks back," said Zapparelli. "Damn, it's high time we deal with that asshole that stole my bricks," said Zorg. After thinking for a few seconds, Zorg said, "Boys, fire up the Wang ship 5000 engines. I'm getting my bricks back." The end.